So we've got Bournemouth coming to see us now at St James's Park. It's a game that we really should be looking to win. They're not that strong a side. They're fighting relegation down there. We're now up in 12. So I think we're 6 points away from preferably being out of relegation fight, being that magic 40 number. But we're going to keep fighting. Aleksandar Mitrovic is a player to watch at the moment. He's been scoring well. I mean, he hasn't scored in the last 2 games. He's only up there because of those 4 goals in the FA Cup. But, you know, either way, he's still apparently a player to watch. Now, there are a few changes. Mbemba's come in for Stephen Taylor. Tiote has come in for Colback. And Berahino in for Cisse. Oh, I don't quite remember all them. But yeah, that's the changes for this game. Hopefully that will give us, with Tiote in there, a bit more defensive, but also being a bit more attacking, quick attacking with Berahino in there. That's the idea anyway. They've got an alright side. I mean, Distan, a former Newcastle player, used to play his trade here. But from a corner, we got our chance, and it fell to Mbemba. I'm not sure really what really happened to get it there. And then his turning shot is quite strange. When you have a look, the cross comes in, headed towards goal, and oh yeah, it comes off the defender to get to him. But look at that turn and just shoot, bang, 1-0 up, and then we got a penalty. And thankfully it was a former Newcastle player that gave it to us. But what a disgusting tackle going through the back of Wijnaldum. No wonder Wijnaldum and Distan a little disagreement there. So who was going to take it was a big question now. Mitrovic steps forward. But we thought we'd have a look at that. And yeah, Berahino went, I'll take it. Scored the last one. I'll put this one away as well. And bang! Back of the net. 2-0. 2-0 up. Bit of a Usain Bolt's celebration there, but we're still 2-0 up. And that's the perfect position to be this early on in the game. Kind of went a bit quiet. Nothing really happening. Until Bournemouth got that great chance. I say it was a great worked chance. They worked it into a great position, but the defence just almost let them walk past them. So it's like the whole team, the whole game has been so quiet for so long that they just found it easy just to pass it round our players until they found it one-on-one with the keeper and just smash it in. But that's the way it ended. It went quiet again, quiet, a dull game. But that puts us 3 points away from that magic 40 mark. And hopefully we can do it in the next game. There's Berahino, the man whose penalty was technically a decider in the end. Great performance by Berahino. But now a chance to get all 3 points and get to that magic 40 spot at the Britannia Stadium in Stoke. It's going to be a tough game. We have moved up to 9th. They are in 7th. You can see why it's going to be a tough game. They're above us. They're fighting. They've got that 45 points. They're safe from relegation, but they're fighting for Europe now as well. We're still concentrating on making sure we do not get relegated against that 40-point mark. We're apparently the best team with the best defensive team in the league. Still, not sure how that's happened this season. We've been in the relegation zone, for God's sake, and still had the best defensive thing. But, of course, we've got to look out for Andy Carroll up there, a former Newcastle player. I mean, how many former Newcastle players are out in the Premier League, for goodness sake? How many times we have to sell players? Let's just keep them and we might be a good team. Anyway, same side going into this game as to speak Bournemouth. So hopefully, with that little bit of confidence, with a bit of goal scoring form in there, we can come out with that same result. Well, maybe not the same results, but come out with the 3 points. Same result in the way of points. And then we got a penalty. I am not too sure that was actually worthy of a penalty, but we'll take it nonetheless. Wijnaldum winning it again. Obviously the defences can't quite deal with Wijnaldum in the box anymore, so Mitrovic stood up. At least he thought he was going to step up, because then Mourinho then went, no, I scored last game, I'm taking this one as well. And stupidly, he puts it in the exact same spot as the last game, and also, at least it's 1-0, but there's a little bit of tension there between Berahino and Mitrovic, I think, with these penalties and the goal scoring. But for a game that was 1-0 and an early goal, it was a crap game. But we came away with 3 points, and we leave knowing that we're at that magic 40-point mark. 40 points on the board. Relegation over. Now let's see where we can go from here. Can we push Europe?